What's good, family? Yeah, Gerard BTV. We officially back. We officially back. Got a new monitor. We broke that joint. We broke that. Your commanders had me crashing out. So my bad, y'all. My bad. Got to be better. This season been a roller coaster and it's not a good one, right? 3-9. Yuck. Just had an overtime loss to Denver Broncos. Mariota took Bo Nix to the brink, you know what I'm saying? So that was, it was a cool game to watch. Uh, JD status, we'll find out more Friday. And Terry McLaurin, he was cooking, 8 receptions, 96 yards, and an overtime touchdown. That's scary Terry for you right there. Got this burst back. He looking good, feeling good. Just wish that we could have our pieces together at the same time. Um, And I know y'all already know since DQ been taking over the defensive play calling, we just all want to know what's going to happen to Joe Witt, right? Is you out of here, my boy, or what? What's going on? And we're going to jump right into it, man. We're going to jump right into it, man. Please hit that like, hit that subscribe, share this out. Your boy, Gerard B with Gerard B TV. We back. We back, baby. So let's start with the overtime loss, right? We now got a 3-9 record, right? It do hurt, right? But we didn't look like trash. The defense actually looked better. The offense looked better. I was really impressed with what I was seeing out there from some of the guys, especially the O line. Man, I know y'all seen a lot of the factoids that's been going around about the pressure rate that we allowed and things like that. So I'm excited about the O line moving forward in the future into next season. But let's talk about Terry. Okay, let's get right to Terry, man. Because Terry is him. He's still him. He's still him. Even though we 3-9, you know what I'm saying? He out there putting his work in. Even though this is like his first real game of the season, I feel like, because he got some practice time in. He was able to get some reps. He looked like he got this explosion back. And him and Surtain both came back at the same time, So, you can't, no excuses, right? So my man had 14 targets. That's the most he done had in a long time, right? 8 catches, 96 yards, and an overtime touchdown. Come on, man. Best game of the season for him by far. You know what I'm saying? By far. And let's not forget the context. He ain't played, but I think 3 games this season, if that. You know what I'm saying? But when you got PS2 on you, you gotta come ready to play, right? And my man Terry, he was eating. I'm telling you right now, we gonna have a good opportunity next year to have a really strong wide receiving core. All right, really strong wide receiving core, because the young kid Traylon Burke, with the one-handed Odell Beckhamish catch, yeah. We still got Lukey. We still got Jayden Lane learning and things like that. Terry McLaurin. If we bring back a Debo Samuel, that's cool. If we go get somebody else in free agency, that's cool. A dynamic number 2 receiver, that would be amazing. Somebody that can really flirt as a number 1. But also I want us to draft somebody as well. But that's for a future video when we're gonna really dive down into some of these off-season things that we need to work toward and see what Adam Peters is really gonna do, because you already know he on the game. We was ahead of our skis a little bit. And the injury bug caught up with us, man. Okay, so that's the overtime loss, right? Let me know in the comment section how you felt about it. You know what I'm saying? Was it a situation where you actually enjoyed watching your team look competent, right? Playing competent football, not being penalized crazily, even though some of the penalties they called on us was absolutely crazy. The grounding call, the non-tripping call, blah, 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 blah. It's been like that all season for real, but we're not complaining no more. 3-9. We know where we at. And so we do got some questions in Washington we need to talk about, right? We do got some questions in Washington we need to talk about. So let's talk about DQ, okay? Now, I've been seeing on the interwebs, on the Twitters and things like that. Some of the fans, man, y'all really don't want DQ to be here. Y'all ready to like wrap everything up and ship all of these mammals out. And I don't think that's what you want. That's not how you really build a sustainable winner. You can't keep changing the linen every time. You know what I'm saying? You really need to make sure that that what we got is what we got. You know what I'm saying? When I'm talking about with DQ, he's a defensive minded head coach, right? And he allowed someone else to call the plays for the defense. Obviously, Joe Witt can coach some defensive players, right? That was his first time calling plays. It's a learning process. DQ's done it before, and it was like riding a bike for him. He said it took him about 2 weeks, and he feel like he's back in the swing of things. And you can tell the defense looked a lot better as far as clicking and closing and figuring out what the hell the offense was doing, and it just making it tough for them. Like really just making it tough. Like we didn't look like some pushovers or whatever. So, and it's just thinking like DQ. No, you're not on the hot seat, but my boy, had you taken over the defense play calling weeks prior, man, who knows what this season could have been? We 3-9, we might have been flirting with 500. You know what I'm saying? 2 or 3 games we probably could have won, and not be in this dire situation. So it's okay though. It's okay. It's a learning process. Again, we was ahead of our skis a little bit. But now he calling the defensive plays. What's the prospects for Joe Witt Jr.? Are you just purely gonna be like the defensive coach? Because I know you his boy. You know what I'm saying? So y'all cool. I ain't knocking it. So you just gonna be the defensive coordinator? Because you ain't gotta call plays and be a defensive coordinator. You can be, a hell of a coach. You know what I'm saying? Actually getting the communication going. If you down, especially if you down on the sideline still. I'm not sure if he's still on the sideline or not. I would be if I was Joe Witt. I want to make it look like I'm actively trying to be the best at my job. You know what I'm saying? So, but what we saw was real. We saw the physicality, we saw communication, we saw the run fits, better pressure looks and things like that. But of course, we don't have like a premier edge rusher or nothing like that. And so that's really what we need, one of them. So bookmark that for your off-season wish list, right? Just like we had this past offseason. We know we need a pass rusher, and we can't have nobody on no 1-year deals, right? So with DQ taking over the defense, right, is it showing what you expected, or is it still a work in progress, or is it just trash regardless, right? Is it just trash regardless? Because I mean, shoot, even when Harris came back, he was making some plays. I like seeing Jordan McGee out there making plays. You know what I'm saying? Seeing TJ Mag out there a few snaps. I didn't know who that was. Shout out to Lou, because I didn't know who that was. I forgot about him, the IPP player. All right. So DQ giving the young guns some shot. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to see Ale Cajo get some opportunities and things of that nature. So yeah, we're gonna see. I'm excited for the last few games just to see what the youth is gonna do, because that's really what it's about. And speaking of youth, man. That man JD5, we hoping he return on Friday. I know it's a big conversation point amongst the fan base. Should he play the rest of the season? Should he not? Y'all heard Joe Burrow, right? I'm a football player. I get paid to play football, right? You put it in Jay Daniels' perspective. I'm a young football player. I'm trying to learn it and be able to reproduce successful reps each and every play. I need to see the field. I need to get on the same page with Terry. We ain't had JD and Terry, but a game and a half. You know what I'm saying? So it's not, bro. It's like, yeah, it feels like the season ain't even really started for some of our players. You know what I'm saying? So, and I feel like Jayden Daniels, one of them. I was looking at his stats. I think the boy only got like 1,000 yards, something crazy. Like it's not a lot. It's not a lot. You know what I'm saying? Stats look like he played 3 games. Truly, like it's. Listen, man. I want to see our boy JD5 back. I want to see him moving around like he do, throw the ball like he do, right? And I want him to continue progressing, because as you've seen, defenses are throwing different things at him, and with the way the O-line is playing, now he's able to actually sit back and diagnose things. And that's as far as what you want from your quarterback, your franchise quarterback. You want to see that continued growth, right? Because as he goes, we go, right? As he go, we go. You see what's going on with the Chiefs right now, right? Their whole team, everybody was like, well, their team's gotten better, quote unquote. Now they say, oh, it's Patrick Mahomes' fault. The reason why they not winning these games because he's throwing these turnovers in. Come on, man. This man took out all these Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying? So it's really up to the quarterback. It's how the quarterback goes. Granted, you need, the defense. You need the other pieces on the offense. You need special teams. But you really go the way the quarterback go. So you want your quarterback A1. And I know y'all thinking, well, damn, well, why would you play him? You know, you want him as healthy as possible. I do. But I also want him to be as sharp as possible. I want him to have seen as much as possible. Because when we go into next season, right? And I'm already talking about next season. You know, if you're like me and you kind of already know what the schedule looks like from a division standpoint, like who you playing, which divisions you playing. Like, so you know we playing next year, we gonna play the NFC West and the AFC East. Okay. So looking forward to that because that's some food, right? I mean, it's gonna be some good games, but it's also some food out there. But back to JD, he ain't been cleared for contact yet. Like full, you know, quarterbacks don't get tackled in practice, but you still want to see him go to the ground and things like that. So as Dan Quinn said, functional movement, right? That's kind of what he has to see. So when he get that clearance, that'll probably be Friday at that press conference. We'll probably hear from JD. He'll probably speak to the media and things like that. If he's going to play, he's going to speak to the media on Friday. But listen, if he's not 100%, we gonna sit him just straight up. He the franchise. He's been injured twice this season. Don't need to rush him back for a 3-9 season if he's not 100%. Now, if the man is 100% and can play, Friday is everything. Give it all, baby. I want to see what our team looks like this season. Even in a lost season, I still want to see what our full team looks like when they're roaring and actually doing what they need to do. I really want to see that. Okay, now moving on to the last segment. Man, we 3-9. We are 3-9. Before the season started, y'all can go back and look at the vids. I did not. I repeat, I did not have that on my bingo card. All right. Right now, we got like a top 6 draft pick. You know what I'm saying? We flirting with top 5. You know, that's a blue chip. That's a real blue chip player, and we don't have a second round pick. So we might be able to move back and things like that. It's some options that that Adam Peters gonna have. I mean, that means, the final stretch of the season is really about one thing, because you're not making the playoffs, right? We need to figure out who belongs here long term. Okay. We have a lot of players on 1-year contracts. Right, we have a lot of older players as well. We were the oldest team in the NFL, and it showed this year. The injury bug bit us bad. It didn't just bite our old players; it bit the young players. Right, and we need to figure out who's part of the new core moving forward. Right, we had our core players that we brought back from last year to this year. Some of those players will remain in the core. Some of those will fall out, and we will add more pieces to the core. The core is going to get bigger. But it's going to be addition, subtraction, things like that. And we'll have a video where we break that down. We'll have one titled the 2026 Core, Commander Core. You know what I'm saying? We're going to break it all down because what else we got to do this season? We ain't got nothing to do. And I'm just getting back in the swing of things, so I'm about to be flooding the block, right? We're going to also talk about who might be fighting for a job the rest of this season, okay? I mean, Ben Sinnott, brother. You be getting snaps, but you don't get no catches. You supposed to be a tight end, that's a pass catching tight end at that. Like, what's going on? You block your face off. But we signed a guy that can block his face off already. Kosayankov had one play in the game, one snap, and had a catch. You had multiple. You had about 12 to 15 snaps, and they had no catches. Okay? Man, it's multiple weeks on weeks, man. You just be silent. So you need to figure that out, man. You got to figure that out. You need to do something right in practice or something. I'm not sure. Is it the Cliff Kingsbury offense? I don't know. But remember, we're not tanking, man. This is not necessarily a tank. This was a lost season. So this is just evaluation period now, right? Feet to the fire, reps for the youth. Now, who feet is to the fire? That's a question. Is it Joe Witt? Is it Cliff Kingsbury? Meaning like he's about to jump ship to another position, to a head coaching opportunity. Because our coaching staff may get purged this year. It's a really good coaching staff. It's really good coaching staff. So every game matters, not just for the players, but for the staff as well. They're all being auditioned. Okay. So that's what matters for the rest of this season, is figuring out those things, right? Who's here long term? Who's the core? Who's fighting for a job? What staff gonna be here, right? Which staff gonna get elevated? So, listen. So to recap real quick, I want y'all to like, comment, subscribe this video because we back, right? Terry is him. JD will find out his status on Friday. DQ got a defense looking competent, right? Got a defense looking competent. And now we have a top 6 draft pick. Also, Gerard BTV is back, and we locked in. Hit that like, drop a comment, and tell me if JD's cleared, do you want him to play or you want him to sit the rest of the season? Let me know in the comment section, man. I really, really want to know, man. But this has been Gerard BTV, man. It's been my pleasure. Hey, we out.